Good morning, children. I am Mrs. Javeria, taking physical science for class 8th. We are into the third session of Unit 9, Electrical Conductivity of Liquids. In our previous sessions, we had seen the electrical conductivity of a substance or a material and electrical conductivity of liquids. In these two activities, children, we had used an LED. For what? To check whether the current is flowing through the conductor, through the circuit or not. Okay, children. So, LED is a light emitting diode. It glows even when a very weak current is passing through the circuit and hence helps in testing the flow of electricity in conductors when meager current is flowing through the circuit. Meager means very little current. Okay, it has got two wires called leads. Now you can see in the slide to the right, it has got two wires which are generally connected in the circuit. Okay, children. So this longer lead known as anode is always connected to the positive terminal of the battery, and the shorter lead, which is cathode, is connected to the negative terminal of the battery. Okay, children. So this LED is generally used as an indicator in electrical appliances like mobile phones, televisions, stabilizers. You can also see these in remotes and other electrical appliances. Okay, children. So we use lead in as a tester instead of a bulb. Now let's see what is electroplating. But before explaining you what is electroplating, let me just brief what is electrolysis. Electrolysis is the chemical decomposition of a substance into ions in the presence of electricity. So this electroplating is possible through electrolysis. Now in this slide we see the setup of how to coat an iron key with copper using electrolysis. So what are the various materials required are a battery, this is a key or a switch also known as, these are your conducting wires or copper wires, this is your beaker, glass beaker, this is then iron key which is to be plated with copper, and this is an impure copper or an anode. An iron plate also can be taken. A copper plate can also be taken. Now, once when we start passing the current through the circuit, here what we are taking is the copper sulfate solution, acidified copper sulfate solution. Okay, and here we have used a battery. Battery is represented by consecutive longer and shorter lines, parallel lines that too. The longer line represents the positive terminal and the shorter line represents the negative terminal. Okay, so we are dissolving copper sulfate crystals in water and preparing a concentrated solution. We are taking that solution in a glass beaker and adding a few drops of acid so that it conducts very fast. Now we are going to suspend an iron key and a copper plate or an impure copper rod also can be used. Both are suspended with the help of connecting wires. The impure copper rod is connected to the positive terminal of the battery, and the iron object, here we have taken key, is to be connected to the negative terminal of the battery through a switch. Okay. So here you see what is the aim of the lab activity: to coat an iron key with copper by electroplating method. The materials required are copper plate of size 2 cm by 5 cm, crystals of copper sulfate, a key made of iron, glass beaker, water, sulfuric acid, battery, and some connecting copper wires. Let's see the procedure. Dissolve crystals of copper sulfate in pure water to prepare concentrated solution. Pour the solution in a beaker and add a few drops of dilute sulfuric acid to it. Tie one end of a connecting copper wire to the iron object. Here we have taken a key to be electroplated with copper. Connect its other end to the negative terminal of the battery. Suspend the tied iron object, here we have used a key children, into the copper sulfate solution. Suspend the copper plate into copper sulfate from positive end of the battery. Care should be taken that the key and plate do not touch each other and are a little away from one another. Put the switch on for about 10 minutes. Switch off the circuit and take the iron key out. Okay children, so after 10 to 15 minutes we are going to switch off the circuit, switch off the key, the switch that is here. Don't misunderstand the key to be this key. Okay, the switch is also known as a key. Clear? So you should be very careful while suspending the two copper plate and the iron key. Sufficient space should be left between them. Okay, and we have added sulfuric acid, dilute sulfuric acid, because acid helps in increasing the conductivity of the electrolyte. Now when electric current is passed through the copper sulfate solution, in which the copper sulfate is present in the form of copper and sulfate ions, the free copper ions are drawn through the electrode connected to the negative terminal of the battery. This is your negative terminal. Okay, so these copper ions which get dissociated will be coated on the iron key. Okay children, it gets deposited on the iron key. So the process of coating one metal with another metal is known as electroplating. If the iron key is to be coated with zinc, then the process is known as galvanization. Okay children, so the observation here is the iron key gets coated with a shiny brown color, and the result what we write is the given iron key was electroplated with copper. Coming to the assignment, how is LED connected in a circuit? That is, you have to write what is the longer lead connected to and what is the shorter lead connected to in the circuit. And the second question is, what is electroplating? Thank you.